In this video, I'm going to talk about the London Breakout Forex trading strategy. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you. Okay, so this strategy is to be used on the pound US dollar only. And in front of you here, I have a 60-minute chart of that currency pair. Now, the theory of this trade is this, is that 8 o'clock in the morning, everything kind of kicks off in London. FTSE opens, the currency starts to open. It's the London Open, even though we know 24 hours a day it's trading, but this is kind of when things start happening in the city. So the idea of this is that what we're doing is we are expecting the money flowing into the pound or out of the pound and into the dollar is going to affect the chart in a different way. We're assuming that that may well continue for the next 1 to 3 hours. Okay, so what we're looking for is to jump on that money flow, ride it for as much as we can on that initial kind of open until either the US opens or until the momentum dies out. So how do we do it? How do we bracket it? How do we put our entry in? So what we do is we look at the chart. I've got an hourly chart here, as I say, and let's just pick this day, for example, on cable. So 8 o'clock we open. What we do is before that open, we're marking the high or low of the previous the high and low of the previous 3 hours. So the previous 3 candles in the Asian session. So we've got a high here, and 3 candles before is going to be here. So our low is going to be here. So we've bracketed this like this. Now, what we do is we place a stop entry order, or for the screen, we just get ready, and we go long on a breakout above, and we go short on a breakout below. Again, the theory being that as momentum is coming, as money's flowing in or money's flowing out, depending on how you look at it, we want to ride that. So we're waiting for that to break and then get involved in it. So here we go. Now 8 o'clock it opens, we break, we go long here. Now in this example, okay, you've got a bit of heat before it starts to go your way, but actually once it gets going, once money starts really flowing in, there's a nice profit there. Yes, it pulls back, but at some point you've got the opportunity to kind of take some profits there. The other thing to note is that you got a choice of stops. You can either use the range of that previous 3 hours, which is probably the best thing to do really. If you can stomach, if it's not too big and it's kind of been chopping around, which you'd expect because it's coming into the end of the Asian session and everyone's waiting for London to see what London's going to do. You're expecting it to be a little bit contracted, but ultimately that is probably your best bet to use that. I mean, obviously you can use a specific stop if you want. You're going to get stopped out more often than that, but framing it based on the volatility is not a bad way of doing it. So that's that. Let's look at another day, next day. Again, we're looking at the previous 3 hours before the 8 o'clock bar. So there's the high there. That's my 7 o'clock, which is closing at 8, and the next one's opening at 8 o'clock. There's my low there. So I'm bracketing that. There's my bracket. You can see 131.763 to about 131.553. So not a massive range there. And we buy as soon as we see a breakout of it. In actual fact, pretty much, it happened within the first few minutes by the look of it. So we're long, we've got a long stop entry long above, a few ticks above, 5 ticks or so above, and also a short entry below. Now obviously once we get filled on one, we cancel the other. We're not flipping and flopping in between the two. We're long, and we're looking now for either, a good idea is perhaps to use your risk as a first scale entry. So you take off some of the first scale, then perhaps you take off some more when it does 2 times, 3 times. You can play around with this, and comments below ideas for kind of getting on the end of this. One thing to note, guys, is that this really, you're looking for the big swinger on this one. Yes, you're going to get times when you're just hitting little singles, but the real juice comes with this trade, as with a lot of these kind of early breakout strategies that you play on the FTSE or on cable, is that you're looking for the day when you get that trend day that just monsters in your direction, and you get many multiples of your risk, many 100 pips. Those are the ones that add money to the bank. Let's look at a few more and then we'll call it a day. So here we go. We have the low here, we have the high is here, and that to me looks like you're in here and you're going to get stopped out because it takes out the high. Just a bit unfortunate, one of those things. It's never going to be profitable all the time. You know the score with trading, guys. We're all sensible traders here. So here's another one here, guys, the final one. Let's just go with this. So look at the high. So there's the low of the 7 o'clock candle. There's the high. We've got our bracketed range. Bang, we're in at the 8 o'clock candle here very early on. And this is a monster. You know, this one's giving us plenty and plenty of juice. Many times our risk. That's our stop level. Many times our risk. And I think it may well have reversed, which is probably giving us a good reason that we need to be taking our whoopsie days. Let's scroll back. There we go. Yes, it did reverse, but you know, if you're trading it with a moving average, if you've got some way of trading that stop, which to be honest you need to have, don't you? Need to kind of protect those gains. If it's moved that much, you need to have some way of protecting those gains, whether it's a moving average or some sort of maybe oscillator that you come out when it's overbought or oversold. Either way, there's opportunity there to take some money off the table. So that's the London breakout strategy, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below on this. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more kind of strategies drilled down, analyzed and dissected, then thumbs up, subscribe for more videos from me and other traders on this channel. Good trading, take care. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.